voice of the Valley, AM 1450 KBMW. Turner Office here. It is the early part of the 4 o'clock hour on a Friday, which means it is time for your Snap Spotlight drop, brought to you by Snap Fitness in Wapton, your locally owned gym in Wapton. And joining me today, North Dakota State College of Science standout Peyton Newbern. How's it going today, Peyton?
It's going good. How about yourself?
Not bad at all. It's basketball season, so I'm always in a good mood during basketball season, no matter how cold it gets. And 14-2 start to the season for the Wildcats so far. How's your first season of college basketball going?
Season's been going, I'd say I've been off to a pretty stellar start. I've had some up and downs with injuries and everything, but, just trying to battle back, stay healthy for my team, and ultimately just getting better every day.
Yeah, you guys are gelling so far, it seems like, from the games I've seen. What's been the biggest key to getting you guys off to such a hot start? You know, it's always tough, with junior college, you bring in half your team in the year, so making that chemistry right away must be a little tough.
Yeah, got a team. We have a team full of freshmen. Got a couple of comeback guys like Noah and Micah and Alex off the bench, Kabeen, Kaba, all those guys. Just like as a tough freshman group, I'd say, just finding out who our shooters are, pushing the ball up, and just really just putting the pieces together as a team, I'd say, and all.
Gotcha. And for the listeners who don't remember, Peyton's older brother Melvin played here a few years ago. I got to cover him when I was at the Daily News. Could you tell me a little bit about what Melvin told you about the program before you decided to commit here, and if that made it an easier decision to come here since you already saw him have success here?
Yeah, like you said, he came here. He was just he's my older brother. I got to watch him display his talent, and just from that standard, I was just like, I see his success. I see him moving on to the next level. And it's like, I really want to follow in his footsteps and, just be a great player and coach for Coach Stu.
Mm-hmm. From the games I've seen, it seems like you got a little bit of a different play style. Definitely more of a guard type than Mel, the undersized four. How would you describe how your guys' games differ?
I'd say my brother's more of but he used to play more like a 5-man, but now he's like a 4 because he can shoot now. He was never able to shoot. But I'd say I'm more like I'm beginning to develop point guard things and habits, like pushing the ball, finding teammates, getting assists, maybe mixing some rebounds here and there. But I'm more like a fast play type guard. I love to push the ball. I love to get my teammates involved. And overall, I just love the fast pace of the game.
All right,
makes it exciting.
Who's the better defender?
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
I was going to say, I'm going to love if you say you, because he's one of the better defenders I covered at NDSCS for my time. But other than the information you already got from Mel, what else made NDSCS the decision for you?
I'd say it made the decision for me. It's really close. I wasn't highly recruited out of high school at all. I had literally 2 offers. I had an offer at New Mexico Military Institution. And then my other offer was NDSCS, and it was really close. My brother had already came here, really familiar with the coach. Mom loves it, dad loves it, where everybody's happy.
Oh, good.
To be right around the corner from home.
Happy mom, then everybody's happy. That's usually how it goes. I get it. And you played at a 4A school, Robbinsdale Armstrong, so obviously you're going up against some of the best teams in Minnesota. How has facing that competition gotten you ready for the college level?
I've just played a lot of Division I talent, I would say, coming out of high school, like with your Park Center. They just won the 4A state championship my senior year. Tough guys. We played Wyzetta, had some tough talent over there. It's just like everybody's just fresh. It's like playing up against like what you want to play with. Like I'm at a JUCO now, but hopefully down the line I want to play at a 4-year school, so I got to know what it takes.
Awesome. And what is something that you think you've improved on from your high school game to now? I know that was only a year ago, but, it's a big jump from senior to college.
I'd say in high school, I really didn't shoot the ball well. It's more of a slashing kind of player, more of a just still kick, slash, get layups. I'd say I'm starting to begin to just shoot the ball. They're not very consistent, but, I'm just getting my confidence back and just being able to just shoot it if I'm open. Just not hesitant or anything. Gotcha.
And what part of your game are you honing on both this year and next year to improve that you think will make you kind of more likely at a 4-year school?
I would say more maybe I can advance on my IQ and maybe just making the right decisions, the right plays at the right times. Down when it's close games, matter when it's fast games, slow games, I'd say. And getting my handles right, I'd say you really need that as a point guard, have handles.
Yeah, 6'4" point guard. I think a lot of coaches are going to, clamor at that when they see that. It's always great to have length all over the court. Could you describe your relationship with head coach Stu Engen? I'm sure it's easy to play with a guy who clearly knows what he's doing. It's easy to listen to a guy who's brought in so many good players and developed so many great players in this program.
I'd say me and his relationship, we're just like, I'd say since like he had my brother here and everything, I just have to trust him because like I see what he did for my brother. I see what predicaments he put my brother in to be successful, and it's like I can't not trust the guy. He put my brother in a great spot. He's overseas, getting money in Europe, so I got to put some faith in the guy.
And we talked before the interview. You said he's in Georgia right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the first team he's been on overseas, or was he on a different one before that?
He was on a different one before that. He was in Malta.
Okay. Does he ever run into JB? He's overseas too. James Bateman III, his old teammate. I think he's still playing overseas, right?
Yeah, he's still overseas.
Oh, good to hear. I hope they end up running into each other at one point. So, goals for you both this year and for your career as a basketball player?
Goals. I'd say give 110%. I try to give 110% every day. I just want to know before I put my basketball career down, I want to just let myself know that I gave 110% in everything I could do before it was cut short.
Yep.
I would say.
Got to be locked in all the time. And what's your current major, and is it something you plan on also pursuing at a 4-year university down the road?
I major right now in liberal arts, but I really want to major in business. I really want to start my own business, no matter if it's like clothing or like, helping the homeless, if anything, just getting my product out there, whatever product I come across and feel more comfortable with. But, I just really want to help around and just help people.
Oh, that's a great goal for the future for sure. Anything else like to add, Peyton?
Looking forward to more fans coming out to our games. We need the stadium packed.
All right, good to hear. And before we wrap up the Snap Spotlight, time for your Snap schedule reminder. Today on the local schedule, we have BW Wrestling at their tournament in Bismarck. BW Gymnastics also on the road. They head to Jamestown for a 5 p.m. meet. Breckenridge Boys Basketball hosts ESCO at 6 p.m. Wapton Boys Basketball is at Fargo Shanley at 7:15 p.m. Wapton Girls Basketball is at home against Shanley at 7:15 p.m. And then on Saturday, NDSCS Women's Basketball hosts Jamestown's JV for a 4 p.m. matchup. BW Wrestling continues their tournament in Bismarck. BW Girls Hockey is at Pequot Lakes at 6 p.m. Tuesday, a very busy day in the Twin Towns. BW Wrestling has a duel at Ottertail Central. Breckenridge Girls Basketball is at Perham for a 6:15 p.m. matchup. BW Girls Hockey hosts Aberdeen Central at 6:30 p.m. BW Boys Hockey is at Prairie Center at 7 p.m. Wapton Boys Basketball hosts Grand Forks Red River at 7:15 p.m. Wapton Girls head to Grand Forks Red River at 7:15 p.m. Breckenridge Boys Basketball hosts Dilworth Glen and Felton for a 7:30 p.m. matchup to wrap up Tuesday. And then Thursday has BW a triangular for the wrestling team at Valley City. Breckenridge Boys Basketball is at Frazee for 5:45 p.m. And then NDSCS Women's Basketball and the men are both at United Tribes, with the women playing at 5:30 and the men playing at 7:30. So that's a look at your Snap schedule reminder. And that'll do it for the Snap Spotlight. Thank you all so much for tuning in once again. Once again, you can catch us on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live, if you want to watch the interview for yourself. And I'll get you back to the music after a quick word from our sponsor.
Snap Fitness, your locally owned gym in Wahpeton, wants to have you join their workout family. Snap offers personal training, and owner Renata Fobb will even write up workout plans for you. If you're an athlete in the Twin Towns, Snap Fitness will help you make sure you're prepared for the upcoming sports season. To all the retired athletes over 65, Snap Fitness participates in the Silver Sneakers Insurance Program, and most major insurances reimburse for memberships to Snap. Stop by Snap Fitness today and ask about their membership packages. They're located at 102 7th Street South in Wahpeton.